Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess. Oh my God, duh. Pisces, is that you? Balanced and in control of your emotions? Connecting with someone on a deeper level? Moving past trauma bonding? What? Moving past trauma bonding? I love this. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. What insights does the High Priestess Collective need to know? Today, guys, I saw Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden last night with my stepdad, and I'm so tired. I feel a little floopy, so bear with me here. Oh, boy. Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Moon, Ace of Cups. Okay. This feels very big. You've been hanging on. Okay, Pisces, bear with me here. Come for this ride. You've been hanging on to the awareness of a calling. Something has been calling you. Something has been slowly, it's the subtle signs. It's knowing, okay, it's not time yet, but in the future, I'm going to be XYZ. I'm going to be doing XYZ. I'm going to be moving to XYZ. I'm going to be with XYZ. You've been holding on to this, like waiting for the right time, allowing yourself to build your stability, build your legacy, build your success, focusing on the manifestations at hand, maintaining, your foundation or building a foundation. But you've been hanging on to this calling, aware, you're tapped in, you are in tune with the call that's coming from inside the house, right? The moon is like, oh my God, Pisces, this is like you are already on the path is the thing. There is no start. You're already there. You are along the path. You're on the path. There may have been, or there may be right now coming up, an extension of your awareness, a little bit of a zoom out energetically of your awareness of how much is unknown on this path, and simultaneously how destined you are to continue walking despite the darkness. And the darkness here is not sadness, trauma, or pain. The darkness is mystery. The darkness is, I don't know where this is going. I'm simply collecting one by one the clues along the way. See these, I forget the word for these. It's the letter J in Hebrew. They're trickling off the moon, right? It's almost like you're seeing them from afar. You're seeing them from up above, beginning to flurry down, or you've started noticing them, I don't know, maybe 18 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. You see them and you're like, I know I have to keep going. Okay, here's another breadcrumb. I have to keep going. Here's another piece of the puzzle. I have to keep going. But I cannot emphasize enough the hyper awareness of the unknown here, and that right now is your actual soul expansion opportunity, is forging through the darkness of the unknown with the knowing that you're supposed to be in the unknown. I know that's so abstract, right? I know. You're building something though. This is like the ground level of a really big soul expansion, a really big stretch of your intuition and your psychic abilities, your spiritual abilities. It's a soul progression that will also alleviate your lineage sixfold, whatever that means to you, whether it's both sides, 4 different grandparent lines, or 6 generations back of one particular line, especially if it's the maternal with the moon, divine feminine. And Ace of Cups is like coming into communion with the divine on this path. They're going to provide Oh man, dude, this is like, they're going to provide for you, Pisces, and it's going to be more than you could have ever imagined and hoped for. There's just a lot of walking in the dark. And maybe you feel like you've been walking in the dark, following the signs, allowing yourself to surrender to the unknown, surrender to being the vessel that's carrying your soul through this experience. And they're saying, yep, that's right, keep going. There is no, you're going to get glimmers of light, but at some point you realize that you're the light on the path. You're the only one that's shedding light on the path. Oh gosh, Pisces, this is definitely around healing, coming up from the depths of emotions. This is a healing journey, a spiritual expansion. Some of you, the test or opportunity for expansion is spotting red flags as they are happening and feeling it in your body as it's happening, and allowing yourself to make moves without more concrete evidence beyond where it's happening in your body. Some of you feel it in your solar plexus chakra, your third chakra. Some of you feel it in your heart chakra, fourth chakra, and that is the bridge between your human and divine energy. What number is this? 15, 16, 17, 18, which breaks down to 9. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. 10, 10, 9. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is the journey. This is the path. This is the calling. The divine, your higher self, has led you here. Man. Oh my God, they're really going to deliver. They are really going to deliver. Okay. Let's get another deck, yeah? Can I get additional insights on this path? This calling. Some of you are working with people to show them how to tap into their spiritual energy, their divine energy, and the balance of their practicality human side. The fourth chakra is the bridge chakra. You are the bridge. You are the bridge. Oh my God. You are the bridge between these two pillars. You are the high priestess. Man, you are the bridge to show people how to work with both energies. The practical, the human side, the intuitive, the emotional, spiritual side. You are the bridge. You are the bridge. 6 of Cups. You've done this in a past life. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Okay. This expansive path and moving through the unknown with only your intuitive nudges and direction is essentially blocking out scarcity tendencies and thoughts or behaviors perpetuation that used to be embedded in your system. In this new frequency that you are in, you have an internal defense system that allows you, you're strong enough now to not just have the awareness of when scarcity creeps up, but the spiritual muscle to block it out, knowing that that is simply ego trying to keep you in familiarity. And by you doing that, that's also a gift that you're gifting to the lineage 6 generations back. Because, especially Pisces, if you no shade to anybody who was born in a more wealthy or fortunate circumstance. I'm not talking shit about you, okay? If you're even watching, I don't know. But if you, Pisces, were born in a more of a hard up situation, if scarcity, poverty, the bills being paid was questionable, like some of you may have like been house hopping, the stability, your root chakra, the stability wasn't guaranteed. If you're coming from that and you're essentially the cycle breaker of financial and safety scarcity, you are freeing the lineage back 6 generations of this. This is like, right? If you grew up like this, it's like your parents could grind and work, but there might not be food in the fridge. the lights might go out, you might be sleeping without heat for a couple nights, whatever the circumstance. You are the one that's breaking it on your own. 4 pentacles, 5 pentacles is 9 pentacles. That's you doing it on your own. And that leads to 10 pentacles in your destiny. Damn. Give me insight on the moon and Ace of Cups. Ooh, Page of Cups, that's you, Pisces. That fish, I gotta figure out what the story is with that fish in the cup. I know that fish sometimes talks to this page and can sometimes lead them in like circles. I wonder if you have experienced that where you're like, I can't tell if it's my intuition or my ego, because sometimes I'm like repeating shit and I'm like, I knew I was supposed to go towards this, but then the outcome wasn't what I thought it would be. That might be a lesson in itself of, what if you were called to experience something for the experience, not for the reward or ending that you had in mind? What if your soul had a different or has a different plan for you? Oof, I know now we're getting into a deep state of surrender and being like in the energy of, I'm not even driving this car. I'm just the car. Some of you might be in that energy. Ooh, whoa, divine pair, balanced feminine and masculine energy. Queen of Wands or Rods, which is the shadow work queen. The Hangman, sacrificing for the higher self's perspective, surrendering, looking at things from a different viewpoint. Especially if you felt stuck, learning how to get unstuck in the surrender. And King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, CEO, entrepreneurial energy, high ambition, high sex drive. That is a divine pair, right? And that's coming up for Ace of Cups. That threw me. This didn't feel like a love reading. I guess it could be. What a beautiful thing. There's surrender in the divine pair. All right, this is, keep going, because what's going to happen for you is if you are in your free will, acknowledging that you are walking this path of the unknown, allowing your angels, your intuitive guidance to be your compass versus your eyes, versus your ability to visualize the path, surrendering to the blindness of inner seeing, right? Seeing without your eyes. You learn valuable lessons about yourself, how to give back to your line. And on this path, there is unforeseen, either divine counterpart, romantic love, or finally healing and balancing the masculine and feminine side of your spirituality and fire drive. This could be launching a spiritual business, furthering your spiritual business, looking at it from a different point of view or perspective from the journey. It's like the journey itself gives you the perspective in the dark, of how to come into surrender with both sides of this, to attract, to heal, and then to implement. If this is romantic partnership, you stumble across your divine pair who's also doing the same thing, clearing out lineage, learning themselves. The Page of Cups is the learner. This is student energy. So this is like acceptance of being the student. Wow, 4 of Swords. Silence, surrender, stillness, quiet, meditation, contemplation. Some of you might be going on meditation retreats or launching meditation practices or businesses. What's going on here? Neptunian energy, first deck in Pisces, ruled by Neptune. Okay, and we're in Neptune retrograde. The veil has been removed. I think on this path that you're on, the deeper you go into the darkness, the veil is removed and shows you all of the ways that you have been potentially sabotaging the wealth, abundance, and success that you know that you are destined for. Whether it's in love or actual finance, but it looks like both. And if that's not love, it's communion with yourself, communion with the divine, your feminine and masculine energy coming into balance, right? We have the two, the spirit and the ego coming into balance. I need to go deeper here. Can you give me more on the divine pair? Can you hit that like button if you already know what this is? Holy shit. 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Look at that. That's a Libra moon in the background. Libra moon, relationships. We're in the South Node, just moved into Libra. So everything you've learned about relationships up to this point, and what you're learning in the darkness about your dynamic within relationships to yourself and others, is leading you to a person who's doing paralleled work. 6 of Cups. Again, 2 days in a row. And that person shows up in your 3D. You did this in a past life, though. Or maybe this is unfinished. Maybe you did meet in a past life and it didn't play out how it was supposed to. Or there's an opportunity to deepen the... Ooh. For some of you, you might meet a soul counterpart that accompanies you on this soul mission for healing, impacting the collective. This looks like both of you are trying to protect your heart and move forward at the same time. I don't know how that works though, or how that will work. Let's see. Yeah, look, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, that's 2 cups. Now we got 6 cups, 8 cups. You had to walk away from someone to come into this one. What's this 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords? There's like heart protection here. Whoa, look at that. 4 of Pentacles again. And the Knight of Swords. Staring at a tower. He's at rest though. He's not moving forward. He's at rest. 3 swords. Okay. This looks like 2 people building a stronger foundation within themselves after mass destruction, tower moment, in relationships. There had to be, it's almost like if your heart was a house, the amount of pain, I'm so sorry, Pisces, the amount of pain and neglect and abuse has left the heart, the house, condemned. So the tower had to come in, or has to come in, to completely demolish for a rebuild. And the rebuild is going to be a way more fertile foundation. Ooh, and you see how that flipped? And it's going to allow both parties involved to release the residual effects of the tower, or of the abuse, or of the pain. Does that make sense? That has to make sense. There is a strong connection here. This is 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. We saw the Lovers at the top, right? Can I get a little more here? 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords. And if this is your feminine and masculine energy, it's the same message. It's there has to be, or had to be. Maybe you went through this tower already and you're in the rebuild phase. And now that you're in this rebuild phase of your feminine and masculine energy, you're going to come into a balanced communion. You won't be super far feminine leaning, super far masculine leaning. You'll know when to tap into each as a superpower. Oh, it's too many. Can I get a little more on 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords? I'm fascinated now. That's clarity. That's the aha. That's the breakthrough. And if you look at the vines and flowers, it's in the shape of a heart, right? Coming back to that heart chakra bridge. And doesn't that look like a bridge? There's something about bridging. What does that mean, Spirit? Bridging. Okay. You are a bridge for others, but you're creating, before you can be a bridge for others, you are building the bridge for yourself. As you build a bridge for yourself, for this healing and the bridge between your spirit and humanness, we have to have both. We have to have both. As you're building your bridge, you meet someone who's building their bridge, or the bridge is your feminine and masculine energy finally meet in the middle. The clarity is like there. The balance is there. The inner child healing is restored. Ace of Swords. It's the clarity. It's a breakthrough. It's passion and purity. Okay, let's go. All right, so now what does this mean then? What happens for Pisces? Potential outcomes here. Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. Balancing the scales. This is you helping others. Two people helping others. 10 Pentacles, 14 Pentacles, 15 Pentacles, breaks down to 6 Pentacles. Still, this is a lot, but Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the star of the world. Pisces, man, this is so good. This is you facing, this is you facing the music of all the people and places that the sun is setting on for you on this journey. They can't come. And like, you're sitting pretty, you look great, your money's great, your aesthetic's great, your body's looking great, and you realize people are over here are focusing on things that you are no longer focusing on. You're moving towards paradise, towards this healing. Your goal is impacting the collective after you're able to restore your nervous system and regulate your nervous system and your healing. Through that, you get some type of wish fulfillment because you're showing up as a star child of God, or I guess star seed, you could say, right? But a star child of God is like, I'm doing this on my own, for me and for others. I don't care what other people think, do, how they perceive it, what their actions are. I'm in my bubble focusing on my mission, and that's all that matters. That levels you up in the world. Ooh, man. You're going to be making an impact. Oh, my God, Pisces. You're going to be making an impact on the world, one person that you meet at a time. For some of you, it'll be 2 people at a time, 3 people at a time, 6 people at a time. I don't know what this means. A lot of you are going into healing modalities, healing career paths, healing careers, healing businesses, or the impact that you are having on yourself in your healing journey is impacting the world around you as it pertains to family and friends who are watching. This is taking you outside of a comfort zone, though. This is very much every day waking up being like, I do not know what today has in store, and I do not know what is next. All I do know is that I'm in surrender and I'm on my path. I'm getting the confirmation through financial trickles or flurries. I'm getting confirmation through angel numbers, synchronicities, soul resonance, signs, feelings in my body, things moving smoother for me. Even if there's chaos around me in other people's lives, there seems to be at least a moment a day of paradise within me. And that's how you know you are ascending, you're on the right path. You are closing out cycles, moving away from stagnant energy towards your calling. This is going to lead to some kind of financial abundance, Pisces. Some kind of like, oh my God, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the freaking deck. Financial abundance, emotional abundance, happiness, big time partnership. Again, if it's your feminine, masculine energy, that's a beautiful thing. It's like, now we got it. Now, when your feminine and masculine energy are balanced, you become unstoppable. When your spirit and your ego become balanced and know how to work with each other and coach one another, you're unstoppable. Man, what is going on? Can I get a little more insight here? There's that tower. Tower, Hermit, Three of Pentacles, rebuilding. I think the tower already happened. That's why he stopped. It already happened. There's nothing he could do, right? So this already happened. So you're reflecting on the tower, or all of the towers, right? All the times things crumbled, all the times things got chaotic, reflecting on it while simultaneously building. And that star, that's that star, the star card we just saw. This is leading you to, this might be where you are, and what we just saw is what's coming, right? That paradise energy, that wish fulfillment energy, that leveling up, that ascension, that whole new world, that's traveling, that's the world card that we just saw. That could also be like, I'm going to say worldwide recognition. It doesn't have to be like literally worldwide. Whatever your world is, right? So if you're in the yoga world, you're getting amplified acknowledgement, increased clients, you know, more opportunities and invites for partnerships, for retreats or something like that. There's like a change in the world that you live in because of what you are building or rebuilding after this tower. I keep going back to this masculine though. Virgo energy. Listen, if you're scared, that means you're doing the right thing. It's so hard. Can I get some insight on this King of Rods energy? Thank you. The Fool, taking a leap of faith, brand new journey, Aries energy, purity, backed by the sun, going back and forth about Five of Wands, competing, conflicting energies. Wow, and clearing that out. Wow. So this fire sign, masculine side, whether it's your side or person outside of you, they're moving into their self-appreciation, self-acknowledgement phase. And when they do that, they will also be able to acknowledge and appreciate someone else who's doing the same thing. It does look like there's a little, they are on the path, but there's like back and forth. Oh, maybe they're juggling responsibilities here. Juggling responsibilities felt right. So you might, the feminine side might be moving a little faster than the masculine side, because the masculine is juggling two different things, the path and something else. Maybe the path and a current career path, whereas you might just be already on the path. This is beautiful though. I don't know really what this is, but this is beautiful. Five of Cups to Ace of Cups. From grieving and loss to communion, coming together. From mud grows a lotus. From grieving comes brand new love. Renewed self-appreciation. Communion with spirit. Okay, and there's that Six of Wands. And that is self-appreciation, self-acknowledgement, success and victory. All right, I don't even know what to ask now. What is this path? I don't know. What is this path? I might need a new deck. What is this path? The Moon, Judgment. I would love to see Temperance come out. This path is... the path is leaving the past behind you. Not letting the past come up. Or not letting the past hold you back, I should say. Okay, that makes sense. With the South Node in Libra now, if you think about dynamics with relationships and how a lot of our trauma and wounds come from relationships, right? Whether it's parental, siblings, romantic partners. This is like learning how, the path is learning how to sit in the discomfort of not knowing exactly how to show up in healthy dynamics with others in love, since it may has never been modeled for you, and you might not have had many experiences in practicing it. So if you think about a toddler when they're learning how to walk, there's wobbles. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, right? It just is what it is, because they're learning. Their muscles are just getting strong enough to hold them and allow for that movement. But the movement is different from standing, right? So it's like a skill set that has to be learned. You are learning, Pisces, how to not let what you've seen in relationships in the past impact relationships that are coming up now. Now that you're in an ascended or healing energy vibration, you're listening to the gut instincts of who and what does and does not align. But when you're in the vibration of this does feel good, there can sometimes be, right, the fear of lack, the fear of abandonment, the fear of losing them, the fear of, am I going to sabotage this? The fear of, are they sabotaging this? You might question them one day and you the next. Like, am I the one fucking this up, or are they the one fucking this up? And if that's happening, that's probably you being in the unknown of, hey, this is a very uncomfortable new energy for me. I'm not used to slow, steady, predictable, consistent. You might say that you want those things, but when they show up, it might make you uncomfortable, and you might create something out of nothing, but it looks like your insides are trying to not do that. Can you hit that like button if that makes sense? If that's where you're at? And if this is your own energy, it's the same thing. It's leaving what you've experienced and witnessed behind you so that you feel safe in your own body. That's restoring the masculine energy in you. And creative in your own body. And the ability to safely experience joy, satisfaction, pleasure, play, creativity, ambition, drive. That's the combination of feminine and masculine energy. So if you know that you've been playing it safe, you'll know you're playing it safe if every day is pretty monotonous and predictable, and you know that you're being called to do more, but you're waiting. And it's okay. Maybe you're waiting on like the right time, the right sign, right? You see the flurries and the sprinkles and the signs. This is a deeply, deeply, deeply internal voyage into the unknown of self, and allowing yourself the grace to show up wobbly, Pisces. It's okay. It's okay, because when you show up vulnerable in that way, the people around you who truly have like a healthy sense of self and a healthy appreciation for themselves and what it means to love yourself, they're going to acknowledge and applaud you for the vulnerability and the work that it takes to do what you're trying to do. Does this make sense? This feels really specific and abstract at the same time. That's the wobble. Okay, I feel like that is the message though. Let me get some more. What do we need? That is the message though. Potential outcomes for Pisces here. Oh my freaking God, are you kidding me? Can you hit that like button if you haven't liked it yet? 2 of Cups. Outcome. That's coming into the union, coming into partnership. That's like, hey, we could do this together. Hey, you're wobbly. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. You know? That's your feminine and masculine energy. Like, we can do this together. Or this person and you being like, we can do this together. You might be able to show up as a bridge for them in some ways, whereas they are a bridge for you in other ways. That's ideal, because then that is yin and yang, right? That's that natural balance. Whoa, Pisces, say it. I am the High Priestess. I trust my inner seeing, even with my eyes closed. Trust how it feels. Trust how it feels. If the brain starts ruminating on past things and projecting like, is this what's happening here? That's okay. Validate and acknowledge that. But then get still, breathe, meditate, and then tap in. How does it feel, though? Pisces, this feels good. This feels beautiful. It's just scary because it's so unknown. Especially if this is like a major shift in the career sector, right? You're like, I don't know. Maybe you're creating something no one's ever done before. Temperance in reverse. Oh God, Pisces. I'm with you on this though. Especially if you operate or feel urgency often, that's also a trauma response. So if you're somebody that has rushed into relationships or rushed into intimacy, right? Like too fast, too furious. That's okay, no shade, but that is a trauma response. So that's something that might be an area of discomfort, of like sitting in patience, sitting in waiting, sitting in the energy of waiting. I don't mean waiting for somebody, but I mean like sitting in the energy of waiting, like acknowledging 3D energy takes time. So you could be doing a lot of energetic work, waiting on this Ace of Pentacles to come in, waiting on this Ace of Cups to come in, the Six of Cups to come in. But the reality is your energy will shift there first. And your 3D world will be the last place it shifts. So patience is the path. Patience is the path. Patience with yourself, patience with the discomfort, and patience with maybe this other person or this other side of you. All right, I just like fucked up this whole deck, sorry. Can I get, thank you. 10 of Wands, yeah, it's the past again. Slow and steady now. That Two of Pentacles going back and forth, juggling. Now it's like both of you are doing this. Going back and forth. Is this safe? Is it not? Is it safe? Is it not? Right? See the moon and the sun? That's the feminine and masculine energy. King of Rods, Queen of Rods, feminine, masculine energy. Two of Pentacles, feminine, masculine energy. Is it safe? Is it not? Trust how it feels. I don't know that this is here yet, Pisces. I think this is a predictive. Can I get one more? Thank you. Success. After saying goodbye to the old ways. The old ways don't serve anymore. What helped you to survive will not be the methods, mindsets, or vibration that helps you to thrive. You are allowed to say goodbye to the survival mode and step into your thriving mode. When you do, you will be victorious, successful, appreciated, acknowledged. You will step into the star power that you came here to be as a star child of God. Run, don't walk. Well, do what you got to do, right? But that's what that card says to me. Run, don't walk. That's like leaving the past behind you. The second you get that aha, you're like, okay, that's the old way of doing things. I'm out. Peace. All right, let me get advice. Can you hit that like button? Does this make... Where are we here in this journey? Are you here? Is this now? Whoa. I've never seen this one before. Have faith. I love those vines. It gives ayahuasca. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything's going to be okay. This is it, Pisces. This is it. Yet still, you must do exactly that. You have to get on that path. You have to know that you're not going to know. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. If that ain't it, what is? Bottom of the deck is miracles. I looked at it, so I'm going to read it. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you, Pisces. Be on the lookout for them. I think it's follow the miracles, follow the flurries, follow the unknown, Say goodbye to the old ways. Allow yourself to stretch into this newness. It's okay to stumble and wobble. This is part of the process. You're going to be held. You're going to be picked up. You're going to be moved along. You're also going to find someone either within you, this other like part of you, or an actual person mirroring you outside of you that is going through the same thing. Could be completely different walks of life, but it's the same thing. Trust that High Priestess energy. Okay. I'm going to pull Miss D from the Audacity deck. DZ, thank you so much. Closing message for Pisces. Thanks for being here, Pisces. All of the girls you've loved before. Songs in my head all day. Smooth, Pisces, real smooth. The gardener. Look at that sunshine. You're the sunshine after the rain. You're the cure against my fear and my pain. 'Cause I'm losing my mind when you're not around. It's all because of you. The rain, the tower, let the rain fall down. Oh my God, Hillary Duff, I can't. The rain has to come to nourish the soil, right? And that's a natural thing. That's like life. And the sun helps grow it. So we're already seeing, again, this like contrast, the light and the dark. We're like the water, which is intuition and emotion. The sun, that's masculine energy, light. But there's also somebody that comes in and waters the garden. Pisces, I feel like what's happening here is you are watering your garden. You are allowing spirit to water your garden. You're allowing spirit to nurture your garden. You're allowing the birds, the angels, your ancestors to water your garden. I think what the last step is the vulnerability of either this other side of you, whether it's your femme or masculine side, or somebody else to come in and water the garden. The thing is, that's going to take a lot of vulnerability, even if you say you want it and you're ready for it. When it comes here, there's going to be discomfort if it's healthy and you're not used to healthy. And that will be your ability to embody and step into the discomfort, knowing this is good for me. The gardener. Ooh, the gardener. It's like full circle. You are the gardener. Spirit is the gardener. They are the gardener. The oneness of the gardener. High vibrational energy here. I love it. And the bottom of the deck is chicken nugget. You know, I love me some chicken nuggets. Don't even get me started here. Have some fun. Give yourself a little treat. You be the chicken nugget you want to see in the world. You know, treat yourself the way you would treat a McNugget. Hold my hands, Pisces. Thank you for holding my hands. Take a big deep breath in. I'm sending you Reiki love and light. Breathe out. Will you surrender? Say it, Pisces. I am the High Priestess. I surrender to the dark. I am the light. I love you, Pisces. Tomorrow we have Sun, Moon, Rising, Astrology, Natal Chart 101. If you want to register for that, I'm keeping it a small group. I'll run your natal chart and give you a snapshot so you can see what your sun, moon, and rising sign are. We're going to meet together over Zoom and talk about what it means, what your sun sign means, your moon sign means, your rising sign means. We'll talk a little bit about the nodes and any questions that you have so that you can start incorporating astrology and your unique signs into your decision making and how to navigate life a little bit easier, working with the astrological energies that are happening right now. If you're intermediate or advanced, this might not be for you. You're welcome to come if you'd like. I am closing registration tonight because I'm running people's charts, so I don't want to have any last minute people register tomorrow and then like you come and your chart's not done, because I need time to do that. I hope that I see you guys there. There's a few spots left. You can register at the link below. I love you so much. See you tomorrow, Pisces.